The Try It Tuesday for May 17th is this fun little pearl cocktail ring. It's got an interesting band on it. We're going to use some 18 gauge wire for that, and then we're going to wrap a pearl and some larger seed beads to the top with 24 gauge wire. So it's a little fun ring to wear out and about. So to get started, I've got 3.5 inch piece of 18 gauge wire, and it's fairly simple, but I personally kept getting confused as to which way to turn things. So we're going to do the first little loops on the sides first. So I'm going to take my round nose pliers, and on either edge I'm going to curl a loop till it touches. And since this one's curled this way, this side's going to curl this way. So it should look like that. And the next part is we need to create this second loop right here. So we're going to turn it to the side, and we're going to curl up. And you're going to treat this part the same way. We're going to curl on the same edge of the wire. So you should have something that's looking kind of like that. And the next step is we're going to just shape it around a ring mandrel. And you want to push it up so that the open part of the loop is facing to the side. So you should have something that looks kind of like that. Sort of like a lyre or a harp. And it's going to be fitting on your finger about like that. And it may seem kind of large right now, but this bead's really big, so it takes up a lot of room. So now that we've got the basic band shape down, we're going to take at least 12 inches of 24 gauge wire. I might have a little more here. And we're going to start by coiling it a few times around the 18 gauge at one of the loops just to get it started so that it's going to stay. And every time you pull down, you want to pull pretty tight so that you've got a nice tight coil. And as you're tightening, if you need to straighten it up, make sure you do so you don't put a weird kink in it. So a couple times is enough just so that this is attached. And then we're going to go ahead and string our pearl on our 24 gauge wire. Pull it all the way down. So we want it to fit between the two looped pieces. So I'm going to pull it tight, and I'm going to start coiling through this one. So this is the same deal. We're going to go around and through 2 or 3 times just till it feels like that the pearl is going to just stay there. Now we're ready to start embellishing around the sides. So I've got some 6/0 seed beads here. And for our particular sample, 8 of them fit around each of the 2 parts of the circle. So we're going to do the top half and then the bottom half. So I'm going to go ahead and string 8. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And bring it around one side of the pearl. And you can wrap. I'm going to actually wrap right next to the pearl one time. And then I'm going to wrap a few more times through our little loop. You can pretty much do as little or as much wrapping as you would like. The important thing is that it's just not going to move. So if you don't have many but the ring is staying together, then that's fine. Or if you want to coil the whole thing full because you think it looks cool, you can do that too. So there's the first half of my beaded part. I'm going to grab 8 more. Okay, so I've got the other half of my beads on there. I'm going to bring that around this side to secure it. And then I'm going to do the same thing I did on the other side. I'm going to go a few times through our little loop we've made too. And after you feel like it's secure, you can go ahead and trim both of your edges. So just trim close. And you're going to want to come back with your chain nose. Just make sure there's no sharp bits sticking up. And then you'll be all set to rock your own cocktail ring. So come see us if you want to make it in the store, or you can check out our website and get supplies to make your own at home.